I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Mitchie.
She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs.
Then why don't you help?
My butt's too big to sit on one of those little perches.
I'm gonna tell Meche you said that word to us.
I told you he was bad.
Wait, what?
I just don't have any of those little tiny tools, that's all.
Here, take my hammer.
Alright.
You know, I really do want to help.
Then why don't you?
I'm on the Maritime Union.
I'm in the Maritime Union. We can't do factory work.
I don't know what those words mean.
It means he doesn't want to help us because he's mean.
On second thought, maybe I don't.
We don't want to either, but we don't have a choice.
Nice cage you have here.
Mr. Hurley grew demon ravens with human heads in here.
He said if we ever tried to get away, he'd send the ravens after us.
And let them make nests out of our bones.
That sounds terrible.
I'm the one who's gonna take Meche out of here.
What?
You can't do that.
Who's gonna take care of us? We'll be all alone.
Wrecked. Get wrecked, kids.
I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Mitchie.
She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
Alright, well, back to work.
Okay, back to work.
So mean.
We got his hammer though, didn't we? Where's the hammer? Here we go. Let's grab the hammer. Teeny tiny hammer. Great. Let's just chuck that in our inventory. Did he just chuck something out? What did he just... Alright, how do we open the cage?
That's the door to the cage.
Duh.
Fly, be free, go buy Domino.
Leave us alone.
If we get out again, he'll hurt Meche.
Fine then, stay in there.
He is mean.
Alright, well, I guess we're walking this way. So now we have a teeny tiny hammer. Do we save Glottis? Or do we go confront somebody? Because Glottis is just outside on the boat, right? Hi. Can we talk?
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
We should sort this out.
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
I have a lot of explaining to do.
Save your breath. Domino's explained it all to me already.
He is keeping you prisoner. Why would you trust his explanation? Alright, you explain then.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Me? About what?
Why did you take me out with that champagne bottle?
I told you to stop you from falling into Domino's trap. If you had made it on that ship, then you would have ended up...
Here?
Yes.
Why are you working for Domino?
I do what he asks only to protect the children.
Why are those children locked up in a cage?
With the wings those angelitos have, they're the only things on this island Domino can't control.
Hey, if they can fly, let's set the kids free to go get help.
They can't fly that far, Manny. But they can fly circles around Domino, and they can bite pretty hard.
So why did you run out of my office?
I felt so embarrassed, and you looked so disappointed in me. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Really?
Then what were you doing that whole year I was in Ubakawa?
I was lost.
What did you...
I don't want to talk about that year, please.
Okay.
Has Domino hurt you in any way?
Not as much as I've hurt him. Boy, can that guy take a punch.
Okay, I'll lay off the questions.
Great. Now if we could get you to just lay off the cologne.
Hey, I'm a sailor now. We have to wear this stuff. Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
This is the most messed up conversation I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
I don't have a gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
Wait, who is the revolution?
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
You can strip search me. I don't have a gun.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Alright, well, here we are. Maybe I should rescue our friend Glottis first. Let's have a chat with him. What is going on here anyway? What is my job?
Domino. Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend, what do you do?
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know, I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
Alright.
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work, take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island.
Okay.
Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
But we're not gonna stay on the island if that happens.
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns. I have all the transportation, and I have all the brains. What are you gonna do?
Wow. We will see.
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
Huh.
I knew it! You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked from me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubacava. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
So it wasn't my fault Meche didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault she ended up in the forest instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my, dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
One ticket for you, one for Hector. How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny. We never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
That's amazing.
But you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Amazing.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Alright, well, there we go. That, I guess that explains some things. Hey, you wanna chat?
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I don't work for the most heavily armed organization anywhere.
You know, you're right. There are those rumors of that revolutionary army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Wait, but I never got a gun from those guys. They have guns? We have guns? There's guns in this game? I never got a gun from those guys. Alright, let's go rescue Glottis. Is he just too heavy to get off that ship? Alright, so we're gonna come over here, right? And then we're gonna come this way.
Uh-oh.
And then we're gonna go down. And then Glottis is right there. Hey bro, is he fixing the ship already? I think he's fixing the ship already. Hey bro, what's up? He's fixing the ship already.
Glottis! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, Carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen,
Okay.
I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not.
So what do we do?
I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good, too.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we lift the boat up or
I
what?
think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good, too.
Alright, well. That's pretty good. Alright, you're doing a good job. So, we don't bring him with us. We just let him fix the boat some more. And then what do we do? I hope there's not another map I'm missing. Alright, let's go this way this time. And why do we change the direction of this? I don't understand what that does. Okay, so can we just pick up the boat? Can we just... Oh. Can we where's the boat? Is the boat there? Like, where's the boat? What do we do with this? Alright, let me just swing this back this way. That drops it there. If I just shimmy it over a little bit, we don't see the animation anymore. And then, like, this doesn't do anything. Nope, doesn't do anything. And then, if we swing it all the way around, it drops down there. This is still not useful. Alright, let's go back up. I need a gun. I need to give Mitchie a gun. But I don't have a gun. I just don't know if maybe there's a thing I'm missing. Maybe there's a whole. Alright, let me just pull the lever and let's see what actually happens when I do that. Alright, so now it's going the other way. Can I run? I just slid across. Oh, so now we're here. Like, how does that change though? Does it actually change this? Is there stuff pouring over the edge now?